Good morning, Reverend Pam Geagan here from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley in Camarillo, California. Welcome you to our Wholeness, Wholehearted Meditation. It is great to be with you this morning after our election evening last night that is continuing. And so, what I know for sure in this teaching, this is how I perceive everything. As we await final results, I want to congratulate each and every one of us who held the high watch, who voted. They say it was the largest voting percentage since 1900. So we all got out. Many of us got out to do our job and to vote for the person that expressed our ideals to the highest. And I am so proud of all of us, number one, for stating our voice, being impeccable with our word when we did that through our voting process. I am so happy and and filled with joy that it was there very few confrontations, that it was done with high integrity. All of the voting was done with high integrity and with ease and calm. So in this final deciding process, I remain patient, I remain calm. And this is so interesting because today I'm talking about embracing calmness and stillness in our wholehearted living. So we're going to relax in to begin with in this time where we're waiting election results. Some don't even care. And actually, what I'm going for in all of this is more than the candidate, more than anything else, is to maintain that oneness in our thinking, in our unity, holding the high watch for all, and knowing that it continues in peace and joy and acceptance of what is. Being right here, right now, waiting is what is. So as we just embrace with patience and kindness and love for self and all in that experience, I call today good. So we're just going to relax in. We're going to take our energy wands, starting from the very crown of our head, going all the way down that tube of light, as I say. We are surrounded, immersed in, uh, uh, just just embraced by the divine source. And it is an energetic source. We are energetic beings having an absolutely spiritual experience in this third dimensional world. So, in this body suit, it is important. It is given to us so that we can deepen who are we are, I am. As I say in the I am during this, please personalize these words because there was only the one beating heart, as I say, the one mind, the one beating heart throughout humanity. And so, in this oneness, let us just take this energy and feel it flowing down and relaxing the crown chakra, no matter what we're experiencing, going to the stillness and the calmness within, going to the third eye, relaxing the third eye, the bacon brow, as I say, and just breathing into all these areas as we do it. Just breathing in slowly and naturally. And then going down, down, down to the jaw. And we may even feel slack jawed. Just relaxing the jaw. Having that energy go right down our whole head, our whole crown, our whole face. And then going down that back of the neck. And for many of us, we hold a lot on our shoulders and in our necks. So we hold our heads up high. We feel the strength and presence and joy within that experience that we are experiencing each and every moment. And that light goes down the neck, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down the upper shoulders, going down the upper shoulders to the upper arms, down the arms to the elbows, just feeling that energy, feeling that light and that energy tingling in and through and as you. Going out the lower arms, the wrists, the hands. Feel that energy just surrounding your body and coming out your fingertips. And that energy which is alive right here and right now, directed in these moments of quiet and revealing who we are in our wholeness and wholeheartedness, we just relax and continue to relax, and the energy comes right back up, right back, remaining strong, but coming right back up and going down the vertebrae, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, and wrapping around as we come to our heart chakra, and we open that heart chakra with the beautiful lotus, I always say, the lotus that sits in the middle. And it can have a person there, a divine guide there, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, whatever it is the thing itself that's coming to reveal to you who you are in your wholeheartedness, your wholeness of living, the love you are, the intelligence you are. And so it can be that lotus can just be open and beautiful as you rest in it, or it can have a deity there, a Christ, a Buddha, a Krishna, Elohim, Moses, Mohammed, whatever it is, an angel there, a friend in the heaven world that's watching out for us all. But they're there to help reveal and to know that you are loved in this process. So then we go wrap around again, going down the vertebrae and then wrapping around our solar plexus. And we know now that we have brain cells throughout our entire body. We have as many brain cells in our heart as we do in our brain. So it is a thinking, loving, energetic, emotional organ. And so our solar plexus, where we hold lots of energy, and from the solar plexus, we go right down to the sacral chakra below the belly button. And then that energy just wrapping around vertebrae by vertebrae down the back, wrapping around the hips, going down the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, and going right down, 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 down into that middle earth. And that middle earth can look like whatever you want it to look like. I always said I loved it when I would see the middle earth like the old See's candy sugar Easter eggs, that when you opened it, there was a beautiful sugar scene in there of rabbits and bunnies and fairies and everything, and just colorful. Can be Jesus, can be there, Moses, Buddha, Muhammad, holding you and anchored in this physicality, experiencing this physical world as that energy now flows right back up in and through and as is to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west, to the up, to the down, to the right, to the left, all around us, embracing us, expanding our energetic consciousness, awakening to a new way of being. So I want to honor all of you in this time where we're talking about calmness and stillness, for all that you've given to life in this embracing of calmness and stillness during this election, that you made it through the pandemic, you made it through violence, you made it through a lot of things coming up to be healed. You've done such a magnificent job. And so I just invite you, and I know you are staying in that center and onward and upward in our calmness and stillness through it all. So in this calmness and stillness, in my I amness, I know that I am guided and my blessings are showered upon me. And that the past, the beauty of the past lies within me. And in this wonderful, expanding present moment, and in the future, in this moment of just beingness and what is, expands into that future. And as I consciously create with my words, my intentions, and my actions, the clear vision of what I want on this planet. So I embrace it all, the visions of the past, the present moment, and also knowing that my life is unfolding perfectly no matter what, because I am fully immersed in this present moment, in this now. So I'm going to talk about calmness and stillness, and then I'm going to do affirmations. End with affirmations. So as we continue to breathe in all the good that we are, all the good and wisdom that we came from. I am in this calmness and stillness, continuing to develop awareness about this wholehearted wholeness livingness. It's about embracing everything I am. And again, as I stay in the I am, please personalize these words, knowing that there is only the one. And in my I amness, it's not about ignoring anxiety in this process. It's about embracing it and using that anxiety to serve me in a greater way. When I am feeling anxious or I'm afraid I'm going to fall, I say I sit down. Instead of risk falling, I let go of the anxiety and I embrace it and go with it in that moment. And so the spiritual tools I am developing about staying on my feet, metaphorically creating my fate, are within me, and I draw upon that foundation within me. And I am figuring out that I don't have to function in a high level of anxiety. In this figuring it out and awakening, I am figuring out how to be when I am afraid and scared, how to deal with my anxiety and have it work for me instead of it working in and through and destroying me. So when I am committed to be living in a way, embracing anxiety, I am embracing and recognizing and opening up to a lifestyle that is being cultivated by my calmness and my stillness in my life. And I make these practices the norm. Calmness and stillness is my norm. Many people think calmness and stillness are the same things, but they're not. For me, calmness is creating a perspective and being mindful while I manage my emotional activity and reactivity. I have the ability to bring a new perspective into complicated situations and feel feelings without reacting to those heightened emotions like fear and anger. And I bring to the plate for my family, for my congregation, for my friends, the practice of calmness and bringing quiet into difficult situations. My husband Patrick was a master at this. I would bring up things that were just making me so anxious. And I used to call it a practice he had, a broken record. Patrick would just state an obvious that was not anxiety provoking, but awakening to a new way of seeing life. And it wasn't done in emotional, it wasn't done as an accusation, it was done in ease and grace and free from anything. He brought in information. He reminded me that in most situations, there's more information than the effect of what is happening on me. And I use the example of my sister had many, many challenges. And I would say, I don't know why my sister is being mean and angry. And Patrick would simply say, which was true, and we didn't recognize it, bless her heart, just remember your sister's crazy. And he would play broken record. And I finally got that where the control was with me was recognizing and embracing her right where she was, letting go of the personalization of it. And it helped me separate and observe that there was something else greater than her picking on me or trying to make me wrong or make me feel bad or anxious. And in that calmness, I could love her without judgment and just see what was. I no longer reacted in angry, fearful ways. And it brought peace to our relationship until she left the planet. And when I am calm, when we are calm, what I know for sure now, it's contagious. Being calm is contagious. So do we want to infect people and induce more anxiety in people? Or do we want to be calm ourselves and spread that calmness to the people around us? So when we choose calm to heal with, we commit to coming and practicing small things, small words sometimes, and being the example. Like the elections. When you give yourself and you look at all of the information, you don't have to tell anybody else how you're voting. You have to give yourself permission to vote the way you think is the highest and best, given that not reacting from a reactive planet, emotional planet in the moment, but reacting to what would serve the people in the highest and best way, serve you in the highest and best way. And give yourself permission to say, I'm not sure. I need to think about this more before I make a choice and before I share my choice. It is about being awake and aware and alert about what may spark an angry streak in us and to identify the most likely examples of how that could happen where I would react instead of act from that place of calmness. So wherever I am, whatever situation I am grateful that I stay in the healing and calmness of myself as I spread that calmness ever forward onto others. I pay that calmness forward. I loved Reverend Jeannie Hoffman, who nailed when I was angry and said very calmly, no matter what it was I was saying or what it was about, she would say, could you say that in a softer tone, please? And now I am able to use that little line that brings you right back to center. And another thing that brings me back to center and brings many of us back to center is breathing in, slowing our thoughts before we react, the old counting to 10, taking a breath with 10 counts. Let's do that right now. In breath and then letting it out and just relaxing in before reacting. And so I know that in stillness, it's easier for me than calmness. Calmness for me is practice, and stillness is a practice too. It is my practice of morning prayer, morning meditation, and I love the stillness. So it's easy for me to do stillness. It is a quiet reflection for me to be with my divine self, the divine self, and where I can count on the quiet of my mind, my body, and not feel anxious or overwhelmed. So going into stillness is about creating that safe space, creating that space to connect what we're doing right here and right now to that higher wisdom, that higher love that lies in and through and as you and wants to so much fill your heart with quiet moments and take away anxiety that feeds upon the emotional self and creates more anxiety. It wants to open our eyes and awaken us to letting go of confusing messages about the way we grew up, of the value of calm and stillness. Our parents and teachers always said things like, quiet, the neighbors will hear you. Or you need to be doing something, you need to be busy, you need to be occupying yourself instead of listening to that still, small self within. So I make time for my stillness in my daily life, for meditation and prayer, as I listen and gain awakened awareness of who I am, how I'm doing, what I'm doing, as I stay in my I amness in that center. So as I continue with I am messages, I am calm. My stillness is potent medicine for all areas of my life. My daily stillness and calmness practices, from meditation to thinking before I speak, and then speaking with my word with impeccability, doing exercises, just some of it during the day, swimming, walking, watching my diet, sometimes cutting down on caffeine and sugar. All of these things create that wondrous, magical life. So today, as I wait patiently for the outcome of a vote maybe, I stay in this dance of calmness, for I remain in the stillness, in this wholehearted wholeness experiment. I find new and wonderful new ways of being still and quiet as I find something that works for me, as I remain in my honesty. And wherever I am open to that emotional, divine connection with Source. And every day, in every way, I am healing my mind, my body, my soul, my letting go of that which no longer serves me, like fear and anxiety, as I embrace that space of stillness and calmness that lies within me and all around me, waiting to open up to it. So I leave with what I started with. I am open and receptive for guidance from that highest self, that inner self, that shows me the blessings of the past, the beauty of the present, and the future unfolding perfectly no matter what. I am creating this moment with my words and out picturing what's happening with my words, with actions and intentions. And revealed in and through and as me are the clear vision of the present now. And I am just going with what is. And as I close, I say, God is, I am. It's the only way it can be. Namaste. Peace out. Have a beautiful, wonderful, blissed day. I love each and every one of you. Continue to do the good that has brought you this far in your peace, your calmness, your stillness, your awakening. And I'll see you tomorrow on the flip side. Have a blessed day. And don't forget to watch Buzz on Thursday night for our uplifting spiritual midweek talk. Bye.